guys, welcome back to Lily Reads. It is December. I have my coffee in my holiday glass. This is the only glass I will be using to make my iced coffee. I am all things festive. But we have an issue, my friend. What's the issue? None of my Christmas decorations are up. They're up upstairs, but downstairs there's nothing. I still have my regular pillows. Behind me should be a whole little thingy Christmas tree. My main Christmas tree, get into her. She's bare. My main Christmas tree is bare. I have to put my Christmas decorations up even though it's already December 1st. There is a reason for that. Like the last few days, like I said, I did upstairs. There's Christmas stuff upstairs. You will see it. But like down here, I just haven't been down here. My man left for a few days and he's supposed to be the one who helps me do all of this stuff. And it got away from me. So I need to get my Christmas decorations up. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do all things Christmas. Therefore, this has to be a Christmas vlog. We have to read some Christmas stuff. And I'm pulling out an old friend. And that old friend is my Kindle. With you guys, I never read any Kindle stuff with you guys, but I am today because this vlog is going to be Christmas novellas. There are 2 Christmas novellas that I want to read this week, and I just think it'll be fun to read while I'm doing my Christmas stuff. It'll be great. So the first Christmas novella we are going to read is actually on my Kindle. I already purchased it. Let me swipe to unlock. We are going to be reading A Mistletoe Mystery by Nita Prose. I have read 2 books from this author, The Maid and the book that's after The Maid. I didn't enjoy The Maid all that much, but I really liked earlier this year this book. So like she came out with a novella, and it's a Christmas novella following the same maid character. And I'm like, I am all in. So we are going to be reading A Mistletoe Mystery. That is the first book we are going to get into. And it's a novella. I have it on Kindle. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be fun. The second Christmas novella we are going to read is by Peter Swanson. Peter Swanson wrote one of my favorite books of all time, 8 Perfect Murders. He also wrote one of my least favorite books of all time, Every Vow You Break. And so we're going to see if Peter Swanson can give me something good again. It is called The Christmas Guest. It's a novella, Peter Swanson. And those are the 2 things we are going to read in this video. And I'm going to do this and I'm going to put up my Christmas decorations, maybe do a Christmas puzzle. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so festive. It's going to be so amazing. So yeah, let's get on into the video.
Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if you won't be here next year. Santa, tell me if he really cares, 'cause I can't give it all away if he won't be here next year. Feeling Christmas all around and trying to play it cool, but it's hard to focus when I see him walking across the room. Let us know it's lasting now, but I won't get in the mood. I'm avoiding every mistletoe until I know it's true. Now that he
guys, and good morning. I am here to come give my initial thoughts on A Christmas Mystery by Nita Prose. So I'm reading this on Kindle, so I will go ahead and just put the picture up top. I have made it to the 50% mark of this novella. It's not a very long novella, it's like 100 and so pages. So I'm probably at the like 50, 60 page mark. Anyways, in this book, we are 3 years in the future from the last book. So The Maid is the original book, and then you had that the special guest, the something guest, the mystery guest or something. That was the second book, and that took place like right after The Maid, maybe a year after The Maid, and now we are 3 years after the last book in this novella. And basically our maid character, she has a boyfriend. She had a boyfriend in the last book, so like that's nothing new. They've been together for 3 years. They're living together. She's still dealing with the fact that her grandmother is dead, and it is Christmas time. It is Christmas time, and her boyfriend Juan is making everything special for her. He did this advent calendar thing that her grandma used to do for her. Everything's great. Everything is amazing, except for the fact it seems like Juan has a secret. Juan has been escaping, running off, coming back sweaty, and the maid is dealing with the fact that she is clearly neurodivergent, and she doesn't get the social cues that other people get, and so she constantly feels like she's being duped, like people are trying to trick her, and she keeps having flashbacks to before when no one really liked her, because now the maid is on the other side of that. The maid has saved the day like 2 times, so people like the maid now. But like before all of that, people were unkind to her, people were mean to her, and she's just like, is Juan one of these people? Is Juan taking me for a ride? And so she's trying to figure out, what is Juan up to? There is a blonde down the hall. There is a blonde down the hall who came in, knock on the door, and she was like, hey, you want to help me with my pipes? And she's like, Juan don't do pipes. Juan is a chef at the hotel I work at. He don't do pipes. What are you talking about, pipes? And she's just like, chef? He been helping me with stuff in my apartment for the past few weeks. So like, let's go. And she's just like, what? You been doing what? With who? So Juan is not on the up and up, but we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. And that is what is happening so far in this. I am once again enjoying this, but I'm not enjoying this for the reasons that I enjoyed the last book. I was enjoying the last book because I actually kind of like the maid character. I like this like almost Amelia Bedelia type of character. So I actually enjoyed the maid character, and I like the mystery of the last book, trying to solve the mystery. This book is actually really lighthearted. I do not think Juan is actually cheating on her. I think Juan is going to propose to her, and they're getting this elaborate like engagement together, and that's why he's like doing all of this type of stuff. But like, that's cute. I like the idea of like having a mystery, but it's also really cute and lovey, and it's like Christmassy. I don't know, this is like so much more than I expected to be, in the sense that like I thought I was really gonna read like a mystery that this maid was going to be solving, and we are, but it's more lighthearted than that. And I enjoy this series. This is so rare for me to like not really love the first book in a series, but like keep going and like start to have an appreciation for it. I will read anything that takes place in this little world because I really like this narrator. I really like this maid character and the stuff that she gets into. They're just quick, they're fun, they're simple. I know they're not for most people at this point. I didn't see a lot of people talk about the last book, so I know they're not for most people, but they are 100% for me. And like, this being the mystery, it just feels Christmassy. I'm sorry, maybe I am just in the Christmas spirit, and so this just being lighthearted and fun and cute, and like the maid slowly realizing that, I think, unless I'm totally wrong and the man is cheating on her, but the maid gonna slowly realize that Juan is like doing something nice for her because she deserves nice things. I don't know, you guys. I am just really, really enjoying this. So I'm gonna finish this probably this morning. I'm going to go upstairs, sit by my fire, and I am going to finish this, and then we will move on to Peter Swanson, the Christmas Guest, which is a little bit more scary, a little bit more thrillers and stuff. But this is just, I don't know. I'm happy I got to this. I'm happy I got to this novella. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later when I finish it. guys, I am here to give my final updates on A Christmas Mystery by Nita Prose. It was really, really cute. I was not expecting it to be what it was. I thought we were just going to solve a murder in a short period of time or solve a mystery, but truly it was a mystery about the maid, and I thought it was very Christmassy. I do say, like, if you've already read the other two books and it's like, should I get this book? No, you don't need to. Like, you don't need to spend your money on it, but I thought it was really cute, especially to get into the Christmas spirit. It was a fun time. I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 stars, but it's a good 3 out of 5 stars. Like, I enjoyed myself reading this. So yeah, we have to move on to our next book, but I do have to tell you guys something, and maybe I'm speaking a little bit too soon. So after I finished reading A Christmas Mystery on my Kindle, I picked up Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret by Benjamin Stevenson. If I get to this, if I want to get to this, I know I can get to this. If I want to get to this, we'll talk about this. So let's just put that on the docket that might happen in this video. So yeah, something I picked up on my Kindle. But the thing we're going to read right now is not on my Kindle, and it is The Christmas Guest by Peter Swanson. I'm excited for this. Peter Swanson has made something I really enjoy and something I really hate. So this is what we're going to read next. I'm going to get started on this morning. And yeah, let's keep this vlog going.
Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if you won't be here next year. Santa, tell me if you really cares, 'cause I can't give it all away if you won't be here next year. Feeling Christmas all around and trying to play it cool, but it's hard to focus when I see him walking across the room. Let us know it's lasting now, but I won't get in the mood. I'm avoiding every mistletoe until I know it's true. Now that he thinks I love, so next Christmas I'm not all alone, boy. So tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if you won't be here next year. So tell me if you really care, 'cause I can't give it all if you won't be here next year. I've been down this road before, fell in love on Christmas Day, but I knew you'd say I won't let me. What is it that I say? No, I need someone to hold, be my fire in the cold, but it's hard to tell if this is just a fling or if it's true. Now that he thinks so next Christmas I'm not all alone, boy. Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if you won't be here next year. Santa, tell me if he really cares, 'cause I can't give it all away if you won't be here next year. If it won't be here. Tell me, tell me. Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if you won't be here next year. Santa, tell me if he really cares, 'cause I can't give it all away if you won't be here next year. Feeling Christmas all around and trying to play it cool, but it's hard to focus when I see him walking across the room. Let us know it's lasting now, but I won't get in the mood. I'm avoiding every mistletoe until I know it's true. Now that he thinks I love, so next Christmas I'm
Vloggy vlog. Take a look at my new bookshelf. I got the storybook case from Design Within Reach. I got it on Black Friday during the Black Friday sale because I couldn't pay full price for it. I've had my eye on this forever. I will say they do make knockoffs of this, and the knockoffs I'm sure do the same thing. It's just a bookcase that goes up. But I have to get the real thing. I have to get the real thing. And I will say, if you're thinking about getting this, I never looked into how much this weighs. This thing is so heavy. Like, you would think, like, oh, it's not, you guys, this piece right here, if this fell on your foot, you would lose the foot. Like, this thing is huge. Like, it's hefty. It is a hefty thing. I have it all the way screwed in, but if you like unscrew it a little bit at the top, you can like move them over there and like do all different types of design. Like, I have a new couch coming that I got on Black Friday, and you see what I'm doing with the yellow, and then over there some more yellow. Like, it's gonna be a whole little thing. But the couch is coming in a few months, so that won't be here for a while. But the point is that where the Christmas tree is, this is where that is going to go. I'm going to get a lamp for the corner over there, and it's going to be a whole little thing. I think I'm going to get a new coffee table. I want to see how the couch looks before I do that. Some books on, I'm about to put some books on this bookshelf. I'm so excited, but I had to come show you guys that. And I was nervous about the height because I got it in the tall, but I guess I don't realize how tall my ceilings are because I watch other people's videos and they have humongous ceilings. This is the tallest height comparison to me. This is about 6 feet tall. So, yeah. New place to get my books. New place for me to put my books. I'm so excited. I'm about to put books on it right now.
Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if you won't be here next year. Santa, tell me if he really cares, 'cause I can't give it all away if he won't be here next year. Feeling Christmas all around and trying to play it cool, but it's hard to focus when I see him walking across the room. Let us know it's faster now, but I won't get in the mood. I'm avoiding every mistletoe until I know it's true. Now that he thinks so next Christmas I'm not all alone, boy. Tell me if you're really there. Don't make me fall in love again if you won't be here next year. Tell me if
Hello, you guys. I'm here to give an update on The Christmas Guest by Peter Swanson. This book is really, really different. Well, it's a novella. This novella is really, really different, and I'm enjoying that differentness about it. So in this book, we are following a woman who seems like she is middle-aged. She is living in New York City by herself, and it is Christmas Eve, so it seems. And she's going through her Christmas Eve plans. She doesn't have any plans. She spends most of her Christmases alone unless a friend invites her to their house because she does not have any family. So she's going into her closet. She's doing some decluttering, and she finds some letters that she wrote herself. And in these letters, they are diary entry, and she's talking about the Christmas that she went to with her friend when she was in college, when she was the Christmas guest. So we, as the reader, we are going back and we are reading these letters she wrote to herself in her diary. So how does this go? She was living in London. She went to college in London, and she was invited to her rich friend's house for Christmas. She didn't want to go back to the United States for Christmas because she doesn't have any family. So she was so happy to be able to go to an English countryside Christmas. And so when she gets there, she finds out that her best friend, I think her name is Emily, she has a brother. The brother name is Adam. That is who picks her up from the train station. She immediately thinks that he's cute. She immediately is like, I could really date this guy. I could really get to know this guy. Well, she finds out that he is actually under investigation for murder. There is a girl in the town who was knocked over the head with a rock and was dead. And people know that Adam, the brother, he was in a relationship with her. So people think that he did it. So everybody, the family is just like, that's not something he would do. Like, he's annoying, he's rude, but he wouldn't kill anybody. But as our main character is in this house, she's noticing weird things are happening. There's a weird dynamic between everyone in this family, and things may not be what they seem. And that is what is going on in the Christmas guest. Like I said, this is really, really interesting. I like this setup because I don't know where this book is going. I don't know what I should be looking at, who I should be looking at. And that's what I love about a good mystery story where I am just as lost. I am lost and I am just down for the ride. And that's what this is. I'm getting the Christmas vibe. So just unlike in the last story where it was just nice, fun, Christmas, this is a little bit darker, a little bit more grim, and I'm enjoying that. I love Peter Swanson's writing. I don't know what it is. I just like Peter Swanson's writing. Peter Swanson's writing always just has an air of mystery to it just by existing, and that's what I love. So far, so good with this one. I am going to finish this tonight. I only have about 50 more pages left. It's just a little skinny novella. And just because I'm going to commit to it, we will read Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret or something like that. We will read that book and see how it goes, you know? So yeah, you guys see my bookcase in the back. My bookcase in the back. So pretty. I don't have that many books to put on it, but I kind of I'm going to wait until I have the right amount of books to put on it. I don't want to just put books on it. I put these books out here specifically because I know I wanted to put these books out there, and I'm just going to wait until I get more books like these books to put on there. I want to explain to you what these books are because we would be here all damn day. But anyways, I'm going to finish this, come get my final thoughts, and then we'll move on to a full-length novel. Since we have time, you know, it doesn't take that long to read 2 novellas. Peace. I am here to give my final thoughts on The Christmas Guest by Peter Swanson. You guys, I really, really enjoyed this novella. I've actually really enjoyed both of these novellas, and I think I'm going to prioritize novellas, thriller mystery novellas. I don't think horror novellas are really for me. Maybe they are, and that's the thing about reading that is so fun and why I read so many books. It's because one day you can read something that really shows you that you enjoy this thing. You should look into this thing. Reading is such a journey, not to be all philosophical, but reading is really a journey. And one day you can dislike one thing, then you go and revisit that thing and you're like, I really like this. Or you can try out stuff that you've not tried out before and be like, this really scratches an itch in my brain. And every single thriller mystery novella or even short novel that I have read that's thriller mystery, I usually enjoyed it. There was something about them that I just really like. I like being in these worlds and it going really quickly and being like, what's going to happen? You guys, I want to give this 5 stars because I really like the ending of this book. But I think I'm going to look back and be like, girl, you was doing a lot because you was in the Christmas spirit. So I think I'm going to give this 4.5, log it as a 4. But I really like this. I think I'm going to go on my Kindle and look for some more like novellas, just thriller mystery novellas. And this just really put me in a thriller or mystery mood. Okay, so the next book we are going to read is from the same author who wrote Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone, whatever this book is. Yeah, we're going to read a book in that series. The problem is there is a second book in this series that came out this year. So 2 books in this series have come out in the exact same year. The problem is I never read the second book. I had no real desire to read the second book. The only reason why I would read it is because it seems like a Murder on the Orient Express. Like it's inspired by that. And I love Murder on the Orient Express. It is one of my favorite mystery books ever. It's by Agatha Christie. But I never got to it. But I want to read Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret. Hello, you guys. I am about to make brownies and watch Elf, which I notoriously don't think I like, but we're going to see tonight. That'll be my final verdict. But yeah, I'm just going to make some brownies. Got my KitchenAid mixer, but I need to come and give you guys an update on the book. I keep forgetting the name. Everybody This Christmas Has a Mystery. Everybody This Christmas Has a Secret is the name of the book that we are reading, right? Yeah, Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret, the Ernest Cunningham series. So in this book, I have skipped the second book in this series. So I do not know what happened in the last book. I think a celebrity died and he had to solve the mystery of a celebrity that died. That's what he has alluded to in here. And also I think in that second book he found himself a whole goddamn wife, because in this book it starts off he is talking to his fiance and he is telling his fiance that he is going to a magic show. And she's just like, oh, cool, amazing, because his uncle has hired a magician to be the entertainment for their wedding. And he's trying to make sure he's on the up and up before he does the wedding, because they really don't want a magician at the wedding. That's what he's telling his fiance. But in actuality, his wife from the first book, because when I was reading the first book, he had a whole wife in the first book when last time I was here. The wife in the first book has just been accused of murder. They're saying that she murdered her current husband because she was found at the bottom of the stairs with blood on her hands and her husband was stabbed to death. So she sent a text message and called our main character, Ernest, and was like, I need your help. And he was just like, you're my ex-wife. Like, why are you asking me for help? And so he's lying to his current fiance because he just doesn't want the static. And so he went to go meet up with the ex-wife, and the ex-wife is currently in jail. And she basically is like, I didn't do this. Somebody is framing me for the murder of my husband. And he kind of believes her because he's just like, why would she make this whole story up? The story that she has that isn't even good. So he's trying to solve who actually killed his ex-wife's husband. So he actually is going to the magic show because the ex-wife's husband was really rich. He's this big philanthropic guy, philanthropist. And basically he puts on these shows that gets people to donate money, and the magician is the person who is doing the big show for his fundraiser. And that's why he was lying to his wife about his uncle hiring the magician. The uncle did not hire the magician. This is just a lie that he had just so he can go to the show. He's going to the show to get intel on the husband's business to see who in the husband's life could have wanted to kill him and frame him. Well, because this is the third murder he is solving, he's kind of become a local celebrity in this world. Like, people have been following him solving these murders because he writes about them. And so there's this reporter who was like, have you ever thought that the reason why they framed your ex-wife is actually to get to you? They want you to find them. Like, you guys are kind of like nemesis. And he's just like, that's an interesting thought. He doesn't think there's any plausibility, but that's in the back of his mind, that somebody is framing his ex-wife because they know he will try to prove that his ex-wife is innocent. And that's what's going on in this book. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, at the 30% mark, I'm enjoying this book. Like, I'm enjoying it so much that I actually think I should go back and read the second one. I don't know why this book isn't annoying me as much as the first one annoyed me. I had a really big issue with the first one. I think it's because when you're reading a Christmas mystery, you're expecting it to be wacky, you're expecting it to be crazy, and I think I'm enjoying the wackiness, I'm enjoying the craziness, and I also think this book is kind of toned down a little bit. In the first one, it seems like the book had something to prove. It was trying to prove it was oh so clever, it was breaking all the usual mystery tropes, but also abiding by the mystery rules. It was just trying to be so smart and clever to the reader, to the point where it was just kind of like silly. But this, I think I'm kind of like delving into the silliness of it all. So at the 30% mark, I'm happy I picked this one up. I hope to maybe read maybe 10% more of this, but we'll see. I do not know. But I am about to make the brownies. You guys can watch me. And yeah, I've enjoyed this vlog. So much. But yeah, I'm going to make these brownies. I'm going to cook it in my mom got me a convection oven, like a little small oven, and I've been trying to cook everything inside this little small oven because like it's a lifesaver. Like, you don't have to use your big oven, you can just use a small oven. So I'm gonna use that, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow because, well, I'll give you guys a clip of me watching Elf with my brownies so you can see that the brownies came out all right, and then I'll talk to you guys tomorrow when I get a little bit further in the book. Okay, peace. Hello, you guys. The reason why I look crazy, well, my hair looks crazy, is because I have been sitting down and reading Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret. I have made it to, let's open up my Kindle. I have made it to can you see? I have made it to the 81% mark of this book, and I want to come and give like almost done with it thoughts. So I really enjoyed the beginning of this book, just like I really enjoyed Everyone in My Family is a Murderer, Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. I enjoyed the beginning of the book. I like the meta-ness, like it's something new that you don't get in a lot of books, and I like this idea of someone walking you through solving a mystery, because if you do not know, in this book he's writing a book about solving a mystery. So the book you are reading is the book that he is writing for people in this world to consume. That's why he's like famous, right? And so I enjoy that. I just think the way that this book is written, including the one I'm reading and the past one, it gets in the way of like the reader actually trying to engage with the murder. So you spend so much time with this character, him breaking down what's going on in the book and him being like, so I told you this, but this is that, that I think it's kind of hard to follow what's happening in the actual story. And I think the actual story takes a back seat. I will say in this one, the Christmas one, it's being done better. It's being done better. I'm able to follow it a little bit more, but I still think we're having the same issues I had in the first one, where the characters, it's really hard to sink your teeth into the characters that are on the board, their motives, why would they do the murder, why should we care about the murder. It's really hard because in this book, I think our main character, our sleuth, our detective, him and his personality take over so much of the book, and the style of the book takes over so much of the book, that the actual murder mystery is just not good. Because the good thing about a murder mystery is like getting into these characters, the way that all these characters interact with one another. And your detective, into my opinion, in a good murder mystery, is almost like a fly on the wall. They're hearing everything, they're seeing everything, and then they're giving you information, and then aha, you have your moment. But I'm about to get to the part of the book where the entire like who done it is about to be revealed, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what the hell is actually going on. I don't know why anyone would have any motives, because you don't really get into the minds of these characters because you're so busy in the mind of the detective. And that is not what you want. You want your detective to already be established, like Perriot, Sherlock Holmes. They're already established characters throughout the books that you read with them. So like all you have is going into these worlds and meeting these characters, how they interact with each other. But I don't think that is happening in these books. And so like the mystery just kind of falls short to me, you know? Every time, like in the first book and in this book, he's about to have his light bulb moment where everything comes together. But I don't think it's earned. I'm just sitting here like, what? You about to pull some stuff out of thin air. Like he jumps to conclusions that the reader would never jump to. I don't think you could actually read these books and solve the murder without just taking a wild guess. Like I do think some things in this I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I kind of saw that when he tells us what's going on. But like, I don't think you can actually solve these, and that's not fun in a murder mystery. So I do think this one is better. I say that to say this. I do think so far I am definitely enjoying this one more than I'm enjoying the first one. I don't want to stop reading. I've read it relatively quickly. Like it's only gonna take me 2.5 days to finish this entire thing, and yesterday I hardly read. So like I could have finished this in like a clean 2 days if I wanted to. So like it's reading quickly, but I just think I have an issue just with this style of writing and what it really is doing for the mystery. Because my biggest issue with the first book is that I didn't think the mystery was that good. And at the end of the day, this is a mystery novel. I thought style went ahead of actual content. And this one, I think once again, it's better. I think we're getting to know the characters a little bit more. It's a little bit more intriguing. I think there's more things on the table because we're not dealing with the gimmick that everybody has to be a murderer like in the first book. But I just still think like I need more in the murder mystery aspect. But anyway, I'm about to finish this like right now. I completed Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this book 3 out of 5 stars. I kind of enjoy the meta-ness of this book. At the very end of this book, our main character, Ernest, he gave us the rules for like a holiday special. Because this is not like a regular book, it's kind of just like a special he's putting out between books. He gave us like the rules to a holiday special, and I find all of that really, really fun. But I do think a lot of the meta-ness, a lot of the direct-to-reader stuff, it gets in the way of the mystery being very strong. Like at the end, when we're finding out everything that went into this crime, these murders that happened, it doesn't feel like we know any of the characters, and it feels like our detective Ernest, he's just stumbling upon this stuff. There's really no moment in the book where you're just like, wow, he's doing detective work. I don't think this author does a good job at writing a good mystery sleuth type of guy, a good detective. I feel like the book is constantly trying to be smarter than the reader, that it kind of leaves the reader at a distance when it comes to the murder. It never feels like you as the reader could actually try to solve this murder. There never feels like there's actually any breadcrumbs for you to find. It almost feels like the writer is hiding the murder. Like it's giving you the small list of clues so that you don't solve the murder. It doesn't feel like you're being taken along on the murder. And I think that's because it's trying to do this meta thing but be a murder mystery, and I just think the murder mystery aspect falls to the wayside once again in this novel. So altogether, I think it's a fun read. It's not as Christmassy as you would think, but the book does take place in Australia, and it's warm in Australia right now, and so it's kind of hard to relay that Christmas vibe when what we're used to over here in America of what Christmas is, what they're used to in Australia. So it wasn't the most Christmassy book, but I am kind of happy that I read it. It was an easy read, but like, once again, I just don't think this book series is for me. Like, it's fun at moments, but other time, I really do want a good mystery book, and I don't think these are good mystery books, unfortunately. But we did read two other things in this video, and the first thing we read was A Mistletoe Mystery by Nita Prose. I'm giving this book 3 out of 5 stars too, but that is not the same 3 out of 5 stars I'm giving to Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret. This 3 out of 5 stars is actually a good 3 out of 5 stars. I had a fun time. This one just got me into the Christmas spirit. It made me want to read more Christmas stuff. So this is a positive 3 out of 5. A lot of fun. If you have read this series, the first 2 books in this series, there is no reason for you to pick up this novella unless you really like this maid character like I do. But there's no real information that you need to go into the book that's going to come out next year. And then the other book we read in this video was The Christmas Guest by Peter Swanson. I think this is a really good novella. Peter Swanson has redeemed himself from the last Peter Swanson that I read. I actually have a Peter Swanson book that I kind of want to see if I can get to this December because I really want to. I enjoyed this book. And yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. And that is it. I did not buy any books this month. Well, I did not buy any books this week. So there's no books for me to show you, which is good. It's good. We're not buying as many books. But I know at the end of the month, I'm going to buy a bunch of books. Maybe even get some books for Christmas. It's a whole thing. So no books to show you guys. So I'm just going to wrap up this video. I do have Christmas nails. I'm going to wrap up this video. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.